Quality assurance at Margarete Steiff GmbH. Only the best is good enough for children. In accordance with this guiding principle, Steiff is committed to its own purity order, which by far exceeds legal standards. To ensure uncompromising quality, Steiff tests the mechanical and physical properties as well as the flammability of its stuffed animals in its own laboratories. Chemical testing takes place in the facilities of German inspection agency DEKRA. Cuddling isn't the only thing toys are subject to. Consequently, a pull test is performed in Steiff's in-house laboratory, during which Patsy is exposed to a force of 70 newtons. Calipers clasp his arms and legs, his ears are pulled and even his eyes are tagged. The test results are systematically documented and archived. Small parts must withstand a force of 90 newtons over 10 seconds. This is the only way to ensure that they will not detach and be swallowed. If the parts do not tear off, the test has been passed. The arm does not detach until the force applied is 3 times the legal standard. A teddy bear can lead a surprisingly dangerous life. He just barely made it this time. The standard for the combustion test specifies the type of gas, flame height and burner position. The flame is held a distance of 5 mm from the toy for 3 seconds long. The test measures how quickly the flame spreads. The speed may not exceed 30 mm per second, or the flame must be self-extinguishing. Toys may pose no danger of injury. Screens are used to test the size of removable parts. For instance, the toy may not pass through a cylinder with a diameter of 31.7 mm. Parts smaller than this may be swallowed by children, which can cause internal injuries or even suffocation. For babies, it is especially important for stuffed animals to be free of harmful components, heavy metals. EN 71 Part 3 regulates testing for migratable heavy metals. A preliminary test uses X-ray fluorescence analysis to identify potentially high levels of forbidden chemical components. To avoid endangering employees, the device is pointed away from the body to check the woven fur for the presence of heavy metals. Steiff is one of the first toy companies to use this technique. Comprehensive testing takes place in DEKRA laboratories. DEKRA is ranked number 3 amongst leading international expert organizations. As the top German organization with laboratories in Europe and Asia, DEKRA certification offers extensive testing and certification services and ensures long-range quality, safety and environmental protection with some 22,000 employees in more than 50 countries around the globe. This is where Steiff products are certified in accordance with international requirements. To prepare for mass spectrometry, soluble elements are extracted from the toy material under conditions which simulate exposure to stomach acid for a period of time following swallowing. European standard EN 71 Part 3 specifies requirements and test methods for the migration of the elements chromium, lead and mercury from toy materials and toy parts. The prepared samples are mixed in a vessel with 50 times their mass of an aqueous 37 plus 2 degrees centigrade hydrochloric acid solution. After shaking for 1 minute, the pH value of the mixture is measured. The mixture must then be stirred at 37 degrees centigrade for 1 hour without interruption and then allowed to rest for 1 hour. After the rest period, the solids are removed from the solution via membrane filtration. Inductively coupled plasma (ICP) optical emission spectrometry is then used to detect heavy metals. ICP can be used to analyze metals and nonmetals. The ICP spectrometer measures both the overall metal content, for example of cadmium, and how much they migrate, leaching. The overall content of heavy metals such as chromium, lead and mercury in particular is tested. In gas chromatography, the test mixture is separated and softeners are identified, whereby carcinogenic substances (CRM) can be detected with certainty. The equipment can also be used to test for polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. Children's relationship to toys is highly physical. They cuddle, hug and kiss them. In this test, Patsy's material is tested for color fastness when exposed to human perspiration. Is the fabric color fast? If the sample is color fast, no additional dye tests, for instance for dispersion dyes or primary aromatic amines, are conducted. The textile sample is cut out and placed between two multifiber adjacent fabrics. They remain in flat-bottom dishes at room temperature for 30 minutes, one containing an alkaline solution, the other an acidic one. Following this, they are placed between two acrylic glass plates in the perspirometer and a weight of 5 kilograms is applied. The samples are then subjected to a temperature of 37 degrees centigrade for 4 hours. After drying, any color changes are assessed by comparing the multifiber adjacent fabric to a grayscale standard. Even the slightest discoloration excludes the fabric from use in Steiff products. When the textile materials appears bluish instead of white when exposed to a black light, it has been treated with optical brighteners and is unsuitable for Steiff products. Children are especially fascinated by large rocking toys. The standard specifies a capacity of up to 50 kilograms. Rocking horses and similar toys must also be limited in their range of motion, so as to prevent the toy from tipping over at all times. And they also may not tip over on slanted surfaces up to 10 degrees. Rocking toys at Steiff are tested with weights of more than 160 kilograms. In other words, they can withstand more than 3 times the standard weight. This is yet another indication of the high quality of Steiff products. The button in ear tag stands for uncompromising quality and verified safety. Countless cuddly animals leave the Steiff factory every year to become lifetime companions for children around the world. Steiff are tested with weights of more than 160 kilograms. In other words, they can withstand more than 3 times the standard weight. This is yet another indication of the high quality of Steiff products. The button in ear tag stands for uncompromising quality and verified safety. Countless cuddly animals leave the Steiff factory every year to become lifetime companions for children around the world.
ICP ermöglicht unter anderem die Analyse von Metallen und Nichtmetallen. Mit dem ICP-Gerät werden die Schwermetallkonzentrationen gemessen, sowohl der Gesamtgehalt, zum Beispiel Cadmiumgehalt, als auch der Gehalt an einem Migrat, zum Beispiel Prüfung der Metalllässigkeit.